is up, everyone? Hello, hello. Figured that I would just hop on here while I am live from the Carnival Valor. Now, I know this is a pop-up, so I know that some of you may not be expecting me to go live. So what I'm going to do is kind of treat this like a podcast and let you guys know what is going on the Carnival Valor. So this is now the first day in port. We are in Cozumel today, and this is the third day of a 4-day cruise. We had 2 sea days. The first day was embarkation day. Second day was an entire sea day. And then today we have woken up and we are now in Cozumel. So my friend Keone, who is a first-time cruiser, first time ever on a Carnival ship, is absolutely enjoying himself. He is up in the room right now getting ready because today in Cozumel is going to be a very special day. Normally, either I wouldn't get off the ship or I would just go out in port, get some souvenirs, and quickly come back, or go to Fat Tuesdays, which is right outside the port, hang out there for a little while, chill, have some drinks, and then come back on board. So it was never too much of a big to-do in Cozumel. However, today we have decided to go to the ever so famous Paradise Beach Club. So we are going to the Paradise Beach Club today at about 8:30. We'll spend just a few hours there, and then we will make our way back. This is actually going to be my second time in Paradise Beach. I'm pretty excited for it, and let's see here. Hello, good morning, Aunt June and Uncle Brady. Thank you for making on in. And again, I am sort of kind of treating this like a podcast because I know it is a pop-up live and not a scheduled live. Didn't even know if I was going to have Wi-Fi, but I did decide to buy it day by day. So I decided to buy it today to update everybody and kind of let everybody know what is going on the Valor. Now, taking a look at it as far as a 4-day cruise goes, definitely enjoying myself for sure, but it goes really, really fast. I mean, you're looking at it now, and it's day 3. We have a couple hours in Cozumel. We get back on the ship, hang out. Tomorrow's a sea day, and then we're gone, and then we go home. So if I were to ever probably do another 4-day cruise, whether it be on the Valor, whether it be on any other Carnival ship, or any other ship in general that is going to do a 4-day, I would probably connect it with a back-to-back. Now, I do have some friends that are coming on the Valor, actually a bunch of friends that are coming on the Valor that were supposed to be on this sailing. However, with work, they couldn't get on this sailing, so they had to go on to the next sailing, and my pockets ran a little dry, so I wasn't able to do the back-to-back. However, if I was, it would have been really, really awesome because this is a 4-day. The very next cruise that goes out of the Valor is a 5-day. And the only difference on that itinerary is that they go to Costa Maya. Tourist trap. Sorry if that's a trigger for anybody, but love Costa Maya, but it's definitely a little bit of a tourist trap. But the only difference between that 4-day that I'm on now, the 4-day that I'm on now, and the 5-day is going to be that Costa Maya stop. So I would have hooked it up with a back-to-back had I been able to afford it, or even if there was another cruise in port that was another 4-day, I might have taken a chance to do a side-by-side. But good morning, Sharon Rowland. Thank you for popping on into my pop-up live. Again, I know not a lot of people are going to know about this because I didn't schedule it. I just decided to pop up and let you guys know what was going on. So I tried to find a spot where I wasn't going to get copyrighted with music. Kind of hard on a ship, unfortunately, when you are going live. So if I end up getting copyrighted on this, oh well. But we are in day 3 here in Cozumel, and we are about to get off the ship in, let's say, about, what do we get? About 15 minutes or so. So I am just here enjoying my coffee while I let my roommate hang out and get ready for Cozumel. This is his first time in Cozumel. This is his first cruise ever. And it was actually kind of fulfilling to me because the very first day when we were on the ship, he turned and he said, "You want to know what, dude? I already know we're doing this again." So it's going to be awesome. He had already told his mom. His mom was actually a big cruiser, which was another reason why he said yes. And wanted to go onto this cruise with me. So he already told his mom, he said, Mom, I'm a cruiser now. This is it. This is it. So not only is he going to be cruising with me again, he's going to be cruising with his friends, his family. I've already seen him on his phone talking to a bunch of his friends. And he's told me, I think, every day that we've woken up, how grateful he is, how much fun he's having. And man, I love showing new cruisers this type of way. I mean, we've spent a lot of time together. No doubt. We've definitely eaten dinner together. We've done things together. But the great thing about cruising, and the great thing about why I started my channel, is the fact that I can go and do something just like this. He can go and do something just like he's doing. And then we can meet up and do something together. Or just share the pictures and say, hey, I'm going to go to the nightclub. Okay, cool. I'm going to go eat pizza. And that's just simply it. So that's one reason why cruising is just so amazing, that you can just share it with everybody and bring first-time cruisers on and get them kind of, interested in cruising. So let's just see here. Well, thank you, Sharon, for having those notifications on. I appreciate you. Hello, M&T Cooking and Living and Cooking. Hello, hello. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, yes. Anybody watching the replay too? Give me a little hashtag replay, so I know that you are watching on the replay. And yes, thank you. Hit those thumbs up. Apparently, it shares me out, the algorithm or something like that. But yes. So after Cozumel today, I know some people might have come in while I was talking about it, but we are going to Paradise Beach, which is an all-inclusive resort. Your food, your drinks are included, basically for the duration of your stay. We'll probably get there from 9-ish o'clock. We'll probably stay there till 1 just to be safe. We'll take a 10-minute cab ride back. We'll do some shopping around the port because I know Keone wants to get some souvenirs. I want to get some giveaways and things like that for this channel and for you guys. And also get myself some good Mexican Cozumel coffee too as well. So we'll be doing that. And then once we get back on board, well, we may or may not hit Fat Tuesdays or Three Amigos on the way, but it's just kind of like an automatic pit stop on the way back. But once we get back on board, and the reason why I'm actually wearing my 80s shirt, which will not go out with me, but the reason why I'm wearing it now is because tonight is actually one of my favorite nights on board. Now, a lot of people would say, oh, Scott likes elegant night. He likes to dress up. I do. And I did dress up last night. It was awesome. But my favorite night on a 4-day, 5-day, 6-day, doesn't matter, is the 80s Rock and Glow party. So tonight at 10:45, I am going to make it till 10:45, even though it's Cozumel. This is definitely a challenge. But we're going to make it all the way to 10:45 and participate in the Rock and Glow. Not only do I have this Let's Get Physical shirt, I have some sunglasses, and I also have some 80s shorts too as well. Not on right now, but some 80s shorts. So I absolutely love 80s Rock and Glow. It is one of the shows, one of the entertainment that I do not miss ever. I'm also an 80s baby. I love 80s music. So you'll see me out there rocking and glowing. That is 110% for sure. Good morning, Cruise Nuts. Hello, hello. We are live from the Carnival Valor. Just kind of letting everybody know that I'm still alive, letting everybody know how much Keone is enjoying this cruise with me, and also letting everybody know that we are going to the ever so famous Paradise Beach that I know some of my friends were at just a week ago. So I know Cruise Nuts was there a week ago. I also know, good morning, CME. CME was there just a week ago too as well. So Marjorie, hello, hello, good morning. So I am going back to Paradise Beach, but then after that today, we are going to get back on the boat, and then we are going to rock and glow. I'm pretty sure there's going to have to be some kind of nap in there, and I know CMA, Kurt and Marsha have talked about naps on cruises. Well, guess what? Today is going to be one of those days. We're definitely going to be napping at least 45 to an hour today to get us to the rock and glow party. M&T Living and Cookie says, it's hard for me to stay up late night on a cruise. I'm an 80s person all the way. I know it. Honestly, to tell you the truth, it really has been hard at like 9 o'clock, I guess, with the time change and the time on the ship versus Arizona time versus New Orleans time. I think the first night I'll admit to you, I went to bed at like 9 o'clock I had planned on taking a 2-hour nap. That 2-hour nap resulted in me waking up 7:30 the next morning. So, be it, I try not to take too many naps on a cruise because it could result in that. But it has been a little bit hard for me to stay up. Last night, I actually decided to take Keone into the piano bar because we were passing it. Well, actually, I knew I wanted to go in, but we were passing. He said, "What is this?" I said, "It's a piano bar, man. This place gets really, really rocking." I took some videos and vlogs. I'll share that. But if any of you have ever been on a Carnival cruise, the piano bar is one of the places to be at night. I mean, the sing-along jams, the vibes in there. It definitely depends on who the pianist is. But we have Gustavo. If you've ever cruised with him, I've never actually met him before, but he is definitely top 3 piano bar performers ever. I mean, he had the entire place rocking last night, and he went from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock without a break. And he kept trying to go on a break, but he said the more noise we made, the less breaks he would take. And he actually didn't take any breaks, which I thought was absolutely amazing. So cheers to Gustavo. I know he's probably not going to watch this, but I will be back there again tonight before the 80s Rock and Glow because he put on such an amazing, amazing show. Now, there is another unique thing about this cruise, which I found out on the second day of this cruise. This is actually a concert cruise. So there is, I don't actually know the name of the band, but it is a country style rock pop band down here. I think it's called Water Moccasins or Moccasins or something like that. If somebody's from Louisiana or knows them, those guys are on the ship, and they're actually doing 3 shows, private shows for guests and fans that have come on board to watch them. So this is sort of a concert cruise. We met them not knowing that they were performers, but we met them in the piano bar last night or the first night, and they were just like, yeah, we perform on the ship. And actually Gustavo let him sing a song yesterday, and he said he never lets anybody sing, but he let him sing, and he also let him do a solo, or I guess a duo of Piano Man on his harmonica, because he started playing in the piano, and the gentleman started playing in his harmonica. He said, "Wait, you know how to play that?" "Yeah, I know how to play that. I'm actually a performer on the show." He said, "No way!" So he started talking to him over the microphone. He said, come up here. He said, "All right, we're going to do this together." He goes, I never, ever do this. I never, ever bring anybody up. I never trust anybody, but I'm going to trust you. Okay, you just have to cue me up. And man, it was amazing. I mean, we had the piano man with somebody playing the piano, and then in between somebody playing the harmonica. I mean, the place was going nuts. There was not one seat. Everybody, even people were coming around to stand, and they were fine with that. And they were standing for hour and a half listening to this guy, because this guy was amazing. So I don't know if any of you guys enjoy the piano bar, but that was my little thing about the piano bar. I love the piano bar. And it really does get pretty crowded, because there was a line 20 minutes before, and it got really deep. It got probably about 50-ish people deep. We were probably 10, 11, or 12 online, and we got in, and in 3 minutes flat, place was packed, absolutely packed. Will you sing 80s music tonight? I will be singing 80s music tonight into tomorrow. That is for sure, because it starts at 10:45, really, really late here, and I will definitely be up past 12 o'clock. So yes, I will be singing 80s tonight. I will be starting to sing 80s in the piano bar, getting myself ramped up, and then we're going to go on to the 80s Rock and Glow before a nap after Cozumel. So, oops. So I am super excited. We also have, I don't want to show you because then I'm going to blind you, but we also have the Carnival Paradise right next to us too. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I tried to look it up. I think there are 4 ships in port today. See, I haven't had my coffee yet. 4 other ships in port with us. So I am also excited. That's another great thing about going to these all-inclusives. Not only are you the only ship there, this entire all-inclusive is going to be with other cruises too. And I'm sure all of my other friends that went there experienced that too. I'm sure it was absolutely packed when you guys went to Paradise Beach. I can't wait to go back, to be honest with you. And good morning, Paul. Hello, hello. Thank you for stopping on in. It's just my little update from the Carnival Valor. Ooh, we got 5 watching and 6 thumbs up. Love that, love that. Thank you, guys. Good morning to Mr. Paul. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. 3 ships, 3 ships, 3 ships. That's right. Thank you, sir. 3 ships. But still, definitely going to be some more traffic, and definitely more traffic than just our ship. Our ship has 2980 as far as guests go. And surprisingly enough, I told Keone that I thought I was going to be, well, not the only, but one of the only platinum/diamond members on here. But actually, there are a lot of diamond and platinum members on this cruise, and gold members too. There's also red cards, there's also blue cards, so it is a very diverse cruise. I've been talking to people that I thought were cruisers for a really long time. They ended up being blue cards, and I've talked to people that I thought it was their first cruise and they're diamond. So I mean, we have everything on this cruise, and everybody, I will say, New Orleans is definitely one of my favorite ports for a few different reasons. One, the food, but really the atmosphere. Once you get down to New Orleans, if you have never experienced New Orleans has the Southern hospitality. I'm not going to say like no other. I'm not going to say that. But it has Southern hospitality that if you have not experienced real Southern hospitality, you will get it in New Orleans. I mean, from the time that I stepped off the plane, I got smiles. I got, hi, baby, how are you? I mean, it is just warm, welcoming. People are considerate. People are looking after you. And no, I'm not talking about the crazy people on Bourbon. I'm just talking about New Orleans in general. I have left out of New Orleans probably close to a dozen times. This is probably 12, 13. I don't know. I lost count. But New Orleans is easily top 3, if not number 1 favorite cruise port, home cruise port to leave out of for that reason. I mean, the food is just a bonus. Bourbon Street is just a bonus. It is what, and I've talked about this with my live with Bill. It is an experience in itself. So the reason why this cruise in general felt to me and Keone like a 5 or 6 day cruise is because we spent that time in New Orleans to kind of, I guess, pregame, as some would say, but spent that time in New Orleans to kind of, get acclimated, but also experience the city. And I mean, he said he wanted to come back, my roommate Keone wanted to come back just to New Orleans and take his family just for the party atmosphere and just for the Southern hospitality. So, I mean, he's having a great time. He loved New Orleans. He loves the ship. He's loving absolutely every single minute. He can't wait to get off the ship today. We're going to take that little short ride right to Paradise Beach, as many of you have just done. And we're going to get rocking there too. So I figured I wouldn't want to go live in Paradise Beach. I know I saw some people do it successfully, but I had a half an hour here to kind of hang out and come on and update and let you guys know what's going on. So I figured before, I look like I did on the Margaritaville at the Sea, and it was absolutely awful, and you guys got a handful of drunk Scotty. I figured we wouldn't do that today. So we're just doing a little coffee chat and talk with you guys. And I do appreciate everybody that showed up. I know I did not schedule this. I probably should have last night, but I didn't. I was rocking after the 80s, or not the 80s part of the piano bar. So we wanted to go to Love and Marriage, but it was right in the middle of that piano bar, and we were just having way too much fun. I did show Keone a little video of Love and Marriage because I thought that would be one of the shows that he would want to see. We don't have too many production shows on here. I'm going to try to at least take him to whatever production show is tomorrow. I believe it's America Rocks, and if America Rocks is tonight, I might try to take him to that tonight, just so he can experience that production value in the production show, because America Rocks is probably one of my favorite production shows, aside from Love and Marriage, if you want to laugh, because you always get a laugh between newlyweds and couples that are married 10 to 25 years and couples that are married 50. Usually, The couples that are married 50 years and plus are the funniest, or at least get picked on the most from the cruise director. So we're actually getting a little bit of rain here, Sharon. To tell you the truth, I just kind of looked outside and it's kind of, I mean, it's not really sunny. It's kind of drizzling, so we're getting rain here. But I know that's not going to stop us. I see people getting off the Paradise now. I bet we're about to get off too. So I know rain's not going to really stop anybody. Paul says, "Howdy, cruise nuts." So I hope everybody's week is going well. I am going to hop off here in about 5 more minutes or so to catch up with my roommate. But just having coffee here with you guys live from the Carnival Valor and letting you guys know it was worth it. But next time, I am going to do a back-to-back on a 4-day cruise. For sure, no matter what port it goes out of. Because for me, I think I could cruise just a little bit more. But worth it? Definitely worth it. I think more than half of this ship has the Cheers package. I have seen the bars absolutely packed outside, inside, every single day we have been on the ship. And I mean, not just a little rush. I mean, absolutely packed for hours and hours and hours. And that's kind of what I was explaining on that Wednesday live. Everybody feels like it's a race against the clock once you get on the ship. Can I get my 15 drinks in? Can I get my value in? How many do I have to drink? Drink. So, I mean, I also think it's a 4-day cruise, so that's what you're going to get around the bars. Things are going to be busier. People are going to want to go to things and participate in things. For instance, another thing that we participated right here in the Red Frog Rum Bar actually yesterday was a beanbag challenge, which I have never done before. I had no idea, but Keone said, "Oh, I'm actually really good at sax or cornhole, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to trigger anybody, but the cornhole." So I said, "Okay, let's go down." And it was actually not against 2 people. So we thought it was gonna be like a tournament style knockout. But basically what it was you found a partner, my roommate, and you lined up 2 by 2 into a board. Each of you got 2 sacks, and you had to get 3 points to move on to the first round. You had to get 5 points to move on to the second round. And I believe you had to get 7 points for the final round. We didn't make it out of the first. So, yeah. There was no practice shots. I don't know if the distance was actually right. I did have a rimmer that kind of, went around and then plopped out. So we only had 2 points and we didn't get to advance. But that was at least some of a different entertainment that I had never done before here in the Red Frog Rum, which is actually pretty cool. This Red Frog Rum, though, does not have any of the Caribbean food, which I was kind of looking forward to, but I know it's kind of on the bigger ships. Let's see here. CruiseNet says, "Great morning vlog. Thanks, Scott. Have a great day at Paradise Beach. Check out the mojito stand there." I definitely will, CruiseNuts, for sure. Thank you for that. Orange Code Vlog said, "Get drinking, Scott. It's a long way to the 15 drinks." That's right. And especially today, once everybody gets back on at 2:30 like this, and then they try to get their 15 drinks. Oh boy, this ship is going to be rocking tonight, and it is not going to be from the waves. Let me tell you that. So, but I got to make sure that I pace myself, and I got to make sure that I make it to 80s Rock and Glow, so I can show you guys 80s Rock and Glow. I got to make sure that I make it back on the ship somewhat ish sober, so I can take some of these vlogs of this Carnival Valor, because this ship is actually a pretty beautiful ship. I really like the American tributes too. The dining rooms are named after famous presidents, Washington and Lincoln. So I kind of like that feature about this ship too. And it is like one of my favorite ships. It's kind of like the layout of one of my favorite ships, the Dream. So very familiar to me. It is a mid-sized ship. It's perfect for Keone. Keone said the first day he was twisting and turning and getting lost, but by the second day, he knew the exact route to the room. He knew the exact route to the casino. He knew the exact route to Red Frog and Blue Iguana up on the Lido, which is our favorite bars right now. I did find some crew members from past cruises in New Orleans that are on this ship that I've met through my best friend. I was linked up a little bit before. He wasn't sure exactly who was on, but I did see some familiar faces. Some familiar faces saw me, so it was definitely very nice to catch up with some crew members that I hadn't seen probably in years. and 2 or 3 of them, I hadn't even gotten any of their information or any of their Facebooks, but I usually try to keep up with the really good ones on Facebook or WhatsApp, and try to treat the people who service us here and our crew members like real people. Because honestly, if you have a conversation with a crew member, a good crew member, honestly, they are just like you and I. They have a heartbeat, they have emotions, they have feelings. They're going through things just like you and I are going through, and they're real people. So, I mean, some of the best people on ship. I am going to say this live on YouTube. Some of the best people on ship are the crew members. They really are. Now, let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Well, thank you, Ross, for popping on in. Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. Well, I just figured I would pop on here and hang out with you guys before we went to Paradise Beach. I am super, super excited for the rest of this vacation too as well. I've definitely done some things out of the box that I will share with you guys. I've spent some time at the Alchemy, which I usually don't spend some time at the Alchemy. I do have 2 bartender friends that are at the Alchemy, but sometimes those Alchemy drinks, they are just a little bit too sweet for me. I am a very plain guy when I drink. I will tell you, I'm either doing beer or I'm doing vodka, club soda with an orange slice. Yes, orange slice. And squeeze that orange slice in, and it looks like water. I know a lot of people think I'm drinking water a lot of times. I've gotten that. Oh, what are you drinking, water? No, it's vodka and club soda. But the sugar, for some reason, really gets to my stomach. And if I have too many sugary drinks, and I know there's people out here just like me, if I have too many sugary drinks, it ends up where I'm praying to the porcelain god. So it's like, we're not going to do that. But I did have a few drinks. I told them if they could try to cut back on the orange juice or the sweetness or things like that. And they made them perfectly, honestly, to tell you the truth. So Alchemy Bar is definitely not my favorite bar, just because it's a lot of high class mixed drinks. And I know there are definitely some people out there that like that, but I'm definitely just more of a vodka, club soda, nice and easy. So the Blue Iguana Bar has been one of my favorite bars, to be honest with you. And I've loved it. It's been outside. The weather, for the most part, minus today and a little bit of early yesterday, it was raining. But other than that, the weather has been amazing. It's been tropical. It's been Caribbean. It's been humid. It's been almost everything that you could ever want out of a 4-day cruise, to be honest with you. So, yes, or driving the porcelain bus. Definitely not driving the porcelain bus. Not today. Too old for that. Too old for that. Haven't done that in quite a few years. So, when was the last time? Honestly, to tell you the truth, actually, one of my friends, I can't even believe I'm going to talk about this on YouTube, but 2016, I believe, on the Carnival Dream, that was the last time that I was ending up praying to the porcelain god. So that was, yeah, that was a birthday cruise. I took it a little bit too hard on the first day. I took a first-time cruiser too, and he took care of me, and yeah, it was not good. It was not good. Those pictures will not surface on the internet, even though he just reminded me because they popped up in his Facebook memories. I don't know why in November. He must have reposted them or something, but happened. And yeah, I was just like, wow, you really just brought back some memories. So that was the last time. And yeah, that was mid-20s, by the way. Now I might look like I'm in my mid-20s, but I'm 35. So we try not to do that anymore. We try not to do that. Yeah, see, last time for Ross was 2000. Yeah, so New Year's Eve 2000. So yeah, no more of that. We know. I try to know that limit and kind of approach right before that limit. Because I'm still fun with or without alcohol, and even if I have a little bit in, I'm a blast. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait. So I do want to thank everybody for coming in here too for this half-hour live. It kind of went kind of quick, and now that the lovely staff member turned up this music, I'll probably get copyrighted, but that's okay because at least 10 of you were able to come here and hang out with me. Anybody, again, who finds this on the replay, give me a little hashtag replay so that I know that you were watching this. And again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out today with me. I will try to update and post some stories and some little teaser things on my Instagram, on the YouTube here as well. But I will have some vlogs coming out in the next few days after I get off the ship. all about our port days, all about a sea day. I know I'm going to do an extensive vlog taking you around the entire ship tomorrow on the best things to do on a sea day, because why not? We're going to make a nice sea day vlog. We're going to make a nice vlog at Paradise Beach today, show you how much Keone enjoyed this cruise and how much he's really making me realize that I need to do this for a living, and I need to get myself to be a travel agent so I can bring more people on this experience, bring more of my friends to this experience, and also that starts to outreach. Because again, Keone said, hey, I've been telling my friends that you are my travel agent. So when that time comes, they know who they're going to. So again, I appreciate that from Keone, and that is the type of things that happen when you cruise. You end up meeting people. I mean, I already knew Keone, but you end up meeting people. You end up taking people on experiences. They talk about it. Other people want to have those experiences with you, trust you, and want to cruise with you. And it's just made me realize on this 4-day cruise how much I really need to get myself to be a travel agent. And I will. It will happen within 6 to 8 months here. I'll make that transition, hopefully out of my full-time job into doing this, and hopefully be able to go on these cruises, show you guys these cruises, also book some cruises for people, maybe even have, and this is some forethinking and me just running my mouth, but thinking in the future, maybe having like a cruise with Scott experience where, you know, somebody that has booked with me over and over again, maybe not gone with me, but wanted to experience cruising with me. Maybe there's a package that is a, you know, cruise with Scott, you know, because Keone also said, he's like, dude, you have done everything. Like, this is like concierge. Like, I've had my boarding passes. I've had my, you know, my flight passes. I mean, I booked everything. I booked the flight. I booked the hotel. And all Keone had to do was show up. And honestly, it was no stress to me. I was doing it already for myself, right? So that is kind of the thought of the package, because he said, man, like, all I had to do was show up. This was the greatest experience. You have done everything for me. Everything. Like, I am so appreciative. You have done everything and made this trip so easy. So I'm like, I've done this before. I've done this for almost all of my best friends before, right? So if I can continually do it for some of my friends, but also then continually do it maybe for some clients or some other friends too on YouTube that maybe want to cruise with me, that we can do a cruise with Scott, you know, something other than like a group cruise. I know that sounds like a group cruise, but, you know, more intimate, more like, you know, only 4 people or only 2 people that would really get some time to experience cruising with me. Because when you do group cruising, as some of my friends said, it's great to have everybody there, and I will definitely participate in group cruises. But with the time, you just feel like you don't get enough time to spend with everybody. And if you do, you feel like you don't get enough time to spend with everybody. I mean, I, you know, would have wanted like Bill to pack me in a suitcase and take me home, or Marsha and Kurt to pack me in their suitcase and take me home, or, you know, Jeremy and Cheryl to take me home to Galveston, because I just didn't get enough time to hang out with all of them, you know? And that's the one thing that I love about cruising. That's one thing that I thrive on, is that human interaction and that connection between people, whether it's crew members, whether it's people on YouTube, whether it's my best friends, whether it's people that I just meet on the cruise. That is what I absolutely love doing. But guys, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me here for this half-hour live. A little update on the Carnival Valor. Let me just see and make sure that anybody didn't say anything. Oh, hello, Just Cody. Welcome in, my friend. Nice to see you. I am just live from the Carnival Valor before I get off the ship. Thank you very much. M&T Cooking and Living. Where's Scotty Too Hottie? Oh, Luch, you mean me. There is another Scotty Too Hottie in this cruising community, so I was looking for him. Scotty Too Hottie, if you are here, hello. But Scotty Too Hottie, this Scotty Too Hottie, hello. Hello, Luciano. Yes, I will, Ross. 110%. I definitely wanted to talk to you. I want to talk to Scott, too, as well, because I'm very interested in KHM as my host agency. So we'll talk more about that for sure. Oh, Scotty Too Hottie did make it in somewhere. Oh, Scotty Too Hottie, where are you? Well, anyway, Scotty Too Hottie, hello. Yes, and Luciano is definitely one of my best friends too as well. He has been watching in the backgrounds, and I know it is maybe just another cruise or two before I get that text from him saying, I'm ready. And again, I'm going to respond, oh, you're ready to come back to Arizona and hang out? No, I'm ready to go on a cruise. Oh, I did. And then I'll hook you up with Keone, and then I'll have him tell you the best way to cruise is just say, hey, when do you want my credit card number? And where do I need to show up? That's it. Oh, no, you didn't, buddy. We have many more cruises. Oh, well, unless you missed the Scotty Ducati, but we have many more cruises for you to hop on. So don't even worry. Don't even worry. Well, let me know. Send me some information. For sure. But I am going to hop off here. I'm going to have the rest of my coffee. I'm going to find my roommate, get off the ship, and get to Paradise Beach. So again, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me for this half-hour update on the Carnival Valor. And I will talk to you guys soon. So thanks so much. See you guys later.